G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to Civilization VI with Mags. And as you can see, the map looks a little bit different to the last time we played, and there's a reason for that. As most of you know, had a few issues with the computer. A hard drive died that had all my games on it, and I've had to replace it. Now, I did think that I had Civilization set up after losing the saves for Total Warhammer the last time I tried to do a campaign on that one, to save to the cloud, which should have solved the problem. Unfortunately, apparently it didn't, so I've had to start again. At the moment we're on turn 61, so we're a little bit behind in the turns where we were on the previous game. We were up to turn 100, and we are a little behind in the tech. However, we've had a much better starting position this time, so in other areas we have advanced more quickly. So, as you can see, I'm developing the wheel and working on games and recreation at the moment. I don't think I got these done until about turn 75, or at least games and recreation until about turn 75 on the previous game. We're no longer isolated on a small chunk of land either. At the moment, we're on a fairly sizable continent. As you can see, we're sharing the continent with the United States, which is an issue, but we do have fairly easy access to the capital, so we might be able to deal with them if we have to at some point. We have 3 city-states through the centre. At the moment, we have sent a few ambassadors to this one, which is giving us a little bit of extra view over in this direction, which is nice. And we have 3 established cities. We have Rome, we have Antium, 5 and 4. These are a little stunted as I've actually had a rather large number of barbarians that were operating in the area. So I've been fighting barbarians rather than building builders in this early stage, so they're a little stunted for growth. And Ostia has just been established. It is a brand new city, it's only just come up, and it's building its first archer unit for defense. Yeah, only other thing to go over, we are 6 turns out of having the Hanging Gardens built, which if you recall from the previous game, I had already constructed and was on my way to my second wonder at turn 100, so possibly a little behind there as well. Anyways, for this one at the moment, at turn 61, I don't believe there's actually a huge amount for us to do. Put our barbarians and our warriors into healing mode up north for the moment. Now, those archers are the Antium's archers, so we'll send them back there. Train convoy is doing its own thing. And it looks like the US established a trade route with us, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I want to do the same thing with them. Might as well trade with them and make some money off them before we eventually conquer them. Because... and somebody else has completed Stonehenge. Alright, so let's get these turns rolling. City-state's sending its warrior scouts out far and wide, and thank you, we have a builder up. Actually, first things first, let's get another one going. Although... it's 27 turns on everything, 14 on ancient walls, so we can build a builder in 8. We need the builders at this point. You guys over there, and build an improved farm. Need these guys to be doing the same as soon as possible. And he jumped up to 2 already. That's nice. Took a chunk of the production. They're going to heal, and the archers just need to get back to the city proper. Beautiful. Alright, so my archers are in the city proper for defense. Archers are in defense. Archers are being built. They're open at the moment, but the US wants to trade, so they're actually going to defend us. Or at least they should. If not, I'll have to kill them earlier than normal. Size 8, though. They're growing fast. And more barbarians. I was sure I killed all you bastards. Looks like my guys made it home just in time. For the moment, just cross the river to there. I'm going to get these guys up and go around the back. I want to know where those guys come from, or where those barbarians came from. I was sure I wiped all the barbarian tribes in this area out.
Don't reinvent the wheel. Just realign it.
Sage words. Celestial navigation, engineering, horseback riding. Horseback riding, 7 turns. We need that. Warriors, go get those scouts. That did, well, it hurt them, but not enough. And archers, another volley from the city against these guys, and that should take them out. Feels much better, and let's build a farm improvement just there. And we still have one more usage of the builders left, so if we can get them over here to build a stone quarry, that should be enough. Need a plantation up there as well. In terms of everything else, 3 turns remaining on the hanging gardens, 4 turns remaining on archers, and there is very little else for us to do at this time. So, moving on.
If bread is the first necessity of life, recreation is a close second.
Games and recreation, beautiful. I'm going to leave my policies the way they are for the moment. I'm quite happy with them as they currently stand. Builders up there, and you guys need to build a quarry, and that is the building unit destroyed, but now we have a quarry and 2 farms out of them, so that was entirely worth it. Defensive tactics is probably a good idea, and speaking of that, fortify the archers in the city. The scout's going to constantly outrun the warriors. 3 turns on archers, 2 turns on hanging gardens, moving on to next turn. That was a silly mistake. Volley the scouts. And that's the scouts dealt with. So I can bring my warriors now down and have them come up this way, try and work out where those warriors came from. 1 turn remaining, hanging gardens will be completed next turn, 2 turns on the archers, and we have 4 turns to our next set of builders is up over here, so we can get Antium growing. Antium's caught Rome at this point, which is not good. I am way behind. At least Washington doesn't appear to be getting any larger at this point.
The ascent to the highest story is by stairs, and at their side are water engines, by means of which persons, appointed expressly for the purpose, are continually employed in raising water from the Euphrates into the garden.
And there we go. Hanging Gardens is complete. I do like that. Now, switch this straight over. I do have a whole bunch of other stuff I want to build up here at the moment, but we need at least a couple of builders out running. 4 turns apiece, we can get 2 of them out fairly quickly, and then start building the main core parts of the city. Just need to get the production up as fast as possible. Unit needs orders. Yes, you can refortify. That's all you need to do. And you just keep marching in that direction, and that is it. Knowledge of machinery and boost scenario. Fair enough. And we have another set of archers, so they can fortify straight into the city without question. And then we'll get them. Again, same issue. We're going to have to get these guys onto a... Yeah, it's 15 turns for a builder for them though. Doesn't matter. They need to be on a builder straight away anyway. We need to get their production increased, and the best way to do that is to get a builder on the ground and start enhancing the area around the cities. Although I'll try and send a builder down if I can spare a few. The restriction on how long a builder can actually stay up is actually really annoying in the early game. I can see why they do it for the late game, but in the early game it does cause some problems. Although having said that, there is also no build time on anything that you're building either. You just sort of tell your builders to go there, click a button, and that's it. It's ready to go next turn. So, our next farm is up. So I'm going to go farm, and plantation with this builder. I wonder if I shouldn't go for one more builder. No, let's get a watermill going.
No hour of life is wasted that is spent in the saddle.
Right. So, we now have horseback riding completed. Stirrup 16 gives us access to heavy cavalry. No. Celestial navigation or ironworking. Take ironworking so we can start building legions. Alright, and their builder is out. Let's get a granary up and running. We're gonna need it. Alright, so we've got a farm built there already. So we've already got one quarry built. I'll get them down there. For starters. Another farm. And we move turns. And last move into the plantation. I won't be able to build that till next turn. Get a mine up and running here. Up to 3. This is promising. It's more than promising, that's the encampment. Now I know where the bastards are. Food from distribution. Trading with Washington would be the most valuable in terms of gold, but I'm going to do a trade with Rome again. Hopefully I can get more trade vehicles up soon enough. I really need to expand into that area. 4 turns on the granary. 6 turns remaining on the worker. That's growing really fast. And our last builder up here can remove features woods, build improvement plantation. Build improvement plantation. And that's that builder out, so we now have a working plantation. Once we've got the watermill complete, we'll build one more worker. And that should be enough for them. Now we've got 2 options here. Although we won't be able to select either of them for the moment. And again, that's it. Alright, so what does he want? 1 silk for 30 turns, that's 30 turns worth of silk. They'll offer 2 gold for 30 turns. Plus it looks like 11 up front, or is this... And open borders. That's... Okay. I won't say no to a little gold in exchange for a little silk, considering I'm not really using the silk at all at the moment. Alright, so we have build improvement pasture. Yep, that's easy enough. Send my warriors to valiantly die against this camp, doing as much damage as they can in the process. That's all I need them to do. We'll send the archers up first. 11 turns there. Somebody jumping all over the place. Let's go to next turn. I should put them in healing for the moment. For sure they'll be able to do in there, but anyways, and no, that's all there is to do for the moment. Now I'm going to try and play this up to turn 100 for the moment. That is the goal. Yeah, we'll clear these trees out of the way, and will that annihilate the worker? Yes, it looks like that annihilates the worker. Damn it. Oh, at least that area is now clear for another farm. I'll have to clear that one out too, I think. Or these two, so I can turn them into efficient tiles. And you must have got your mill done, so that is cool. We will go with another builder for the moment. Move the archers 1 grid square forward. From there they can just fortify for the moment.
The Lord made us all out of iron.
Iron working done.
Then he turns up the heat to forge some of us into steel. Invincibility lies in the defense. The possibility of victory in the attack.
That worked out nicely. Okay, apprenticeship, celestial navigation, I do want that. And military training. From here, oh, it's not going to let me ranged attack them from there. I'm going to have to move in closer. Well, that sucks. Right, send my warriors in for another attack. And after all that, they actually managed to beat them. Back to the cities. Should have just left the warriors to do their thing. 1 turn until the builders are up, 1 turn until the builders are up. Beautiful. So let's send both back this way. Build it down south, build a farm there. Form and manage the farmlands of your empire. Your progress towards feudalism has advanced considerably. And put some farmland up here too as well. Five turns remaining on the watermill. Build another builder in 4 turns. So they've built the farm. They're going to have to clear the jungle here, then build another farm here. Yeah, I want one more builder. And then I'll start focusing almost entirely on city expansion. Or at least there. These guys... their next builder is going to take 8 turns. It's only going to be 9 turns for a granary. So we'll take the granary first. Block 2 farms. We'll expand one this way, and once again we build a farm. Start really turning the production up in these cities. Okay, I need you to clear. And we've got our second builder up at the moment, so he is going to head straight up here first. Should go up this way, and you... well, next turn you'll build a plantation there. Claim a great person. Great general. Great admiral. Great prophet. Great scientist. Great writer. Great musician. It's 1,000 gold. 750 faith. We can't actually get Sunzal, but we can afford to get Great Scientist, which I'm not going to say no to. Change production. We've got 2 builders out and running at the moment. I want a watermill, and then I want to get a wall up. Send envoy. Well, this should be simple enough. Our friends down here, we're gonna send another one. Let them suck up a little more. I'm hoping sometime soon I'll get visual from all of their units, because these guys have little teams of warriors all around the place, and they would give me a scouting range right out to nearly the next city. So I can already see everything in line of sight of their city thanks to my envoys. I just want to go a little further if possible. What are you going to do? Must be on a completed campus. I'll just sleep you for the moment. I don't have any campuses built, and I'm not quite up to that yet. Now, I know that building all these squares up into farms and so on, I am eventually going to have to build districts down on top of them. I'm fully aware of that, but at the moment it's worth it to me to do it, simply for the production increases that I'll get. Plantation up, and that is that worker out. 6 turns on the granary, and then I have to build another one. And that's really kicked them in order up to 4 already and growing. Rumor has it that America is worshipping a pantheon of gods focused on desert folklore belief. Really, America? That's not like you at all. Move one over and build another farm, and that is that worker out. And we shall now fortify our archers. And our warriors can just go into heal mode and chill up there for the moment. I really don't have a use for them. They're a unit that I keep expecting to die, and they just seem to keep surviving for some reason.
And all I ask is a tall ship.
And a star to steer her
And a
by.
star to steer her by.
Yeah. Apprenticeship. Construction. 5. Construction's to go. 5 turns. And that gets us another tech out of the way. Then we can start moving for more advanced stuff. Let's put some walls up. I really should expand out the farming area a little bit there, but yeah. They built a farm and they're not out yet, so we'll send them back. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I should have built them. Yeah, I should send them that way. I just wasted a turn on those builders. And nothing else going on that is interesting.
Those who
Antium's
quarrels
outgrowing Rome.
interpose must often wipe a bloody nose.
Military training. No, we'll leave our civics as they are. We'll take naval tradition though. And we'll send more envoys. Still not getting that remote view that I want. These guys here can do their mind thing. And now they're out. Yeah, that's good for the moment. I'm not going to worry about building more workers. There's a couple of squares I could still improve, but I'm not overly concerned just yet. That's where I'll build my city improvements. Must be in friendly territory. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Alright, I can pull the warriors back here and I can upgrade them to a legion. All of a sudden that will make these guys very, very useful. Right, Rome. We'll start off with some walls. Now, what are you doing? You've completed that. I really do need another builder south of you. Warriors into the territory. Next turn I'll upgrade you to a legion and send you south to keep an eye on Washington.
The 4 building blocks of the universe are fire, water, gravel, and vinyl.
Okay. Alright. Apprenticeship. So, engineering is looking like the best option. It's the one that they seem to be recommending. So that seems to be the go. 110 gold to upgrade to a legion. I will do that, because legion. And then I will begin to send you south. Now they have a really cool little model. Alright, now I'm feeling very Rome-like. One turn and the walls of Rome are ready. Engineering has advanced considerably, so it's going to be complete in 3 turns. The walls of Rome are now built, so that increases the defense here a little bit, makes it easy for the archers to actually hold the joint. So that's done. Next one, harbour. No suitable location for this district. How does her skill work again? If I remember, I reckon I gotta build a campus. Remove the rainforest on this site, yes. That can be our campus location, and that's where I'll send the great person. And she can stay there while that is being built. It's going to take 11 turns. Legion continues to move south, so that is fine. I really do need access to the water. Rome is outgrowing Antium again, which is a good sign. Means it looks like I've got Rome under control. And we're closing on Washington, which is up to 11. I really need some boats so I can scout down around his coastline and find out whether or not he has more map underneath him and he's been expanding rapidly this way, or whether or not he has been stuck between a rock and a city-state and me. Turn 93. This one is taking a while. Clearly something is going on.
Magic is another man's engineering.
And that's engineering completed. So crossbowmen and a lumber mill. Medieval walls. 17. I think mathematics is possibly the better option. Just for the moment. Actually, to be honest, mathematics is probably always the better option. That is a big force. What the hell are they doing? Heavy chariots? Slinger, warrior. They're not attacking the city-state, are they? First things first, to get our builder out over here, and let's build the pasture. Nine turns for ancient walls, that's alright. We'll put some walls up, increase some defense at the very least. Antium is running out of space. That's right, I'll deal with that in the next turn once the ancient walls have been built. The Legion can just fortify for the moment. until I work out exactly what is the next thing to do. There is some combat going on over there. We'll send our guys down here, and in the next turn we'll build a farm there. Should probably be 150 gold to buy that tile, but if I buy it, I can put a farm on it straight away using these builders, and then just let everything else expand as normal. It also brings us closer to the US border as we possibly can be, because I need to connect with their border fast. Yeah, I'm going to buy that. And choose production. Let's go an encampment. Actually, no. Change. Theatre square. Build there. 25 turns, 7 until the campus is up, 8 turns until the road is up. So we're not going to complete these quite in this time frame. I can't see exactly. I have a funny feeling they're barbarians. The US wouldn't be attacking over here unless they're planning on pushing these straight over the border, which they haven't done yet. I'm not sure why they have mass troops just sitting in the middle of nowhere, but... So... build a house there, or build a farm there, and then your job is to move here for the next one. Nothing else to do here. The US is making me really nervous with all those troops out there. Like, I have absolutely no doubt that I would be able to take them all out, but they are really, really starting to concern me. Okay, so this turn, we're going to move our guys down 1. And that is our worker destroyed, but we now have 2 farms down, which is what I want. And we're going to move the Legionnaires forward 1 spot and refortify them to defend the farmland. The archer can defend everything in the central portion. And really, that's all we can do at this point. Not more scouts. Yeah, really, at this point, that is all we can do. Scouts are inside of their territory. They're in for a rude awakening in a hurry. What are the US massing troops there for? They're either looking to invade the city-state or they're looking to invade me, and I don't recommend that they try the second. And we have now progressed to the medieval era.
The Navy has both a tradition and a future, and we look with pride and confidence in both directions.
Very nice. Okay, well, in that case we'll research a new civic. We want... theology is actually probably the way to go, and then get written history done as quickly as possible after that. Send out a new envoy, and have we got anything new here? No, no increased vision at all, which sucks. I was really hoping for that. So at this point, the only thing we've really got left to do is start bombarding the scouts for daring to get too close to the city. And with that, that leads us on to turn 100. Refortify our archer there, jump onto our archer here, and they give the scout the good word. Or at least that's what they're meant to do. Oh, that's the scout dead, so we now have another barbarian scout under control. Unfortunately, it means there is probably another barbarian tribe established up here, and it's going to come down and deal with us. So I am eventually going to have to head up to this end of the world and just conquer everything, and that'll prevent that from actually happening. And it's actually not such a bad idea. We've got silver, we've got 3 resources of silver, plus obviously the fish and whales in the lake. Why whales are in the lake, I don't know, but whales are in the lake. As well as access to the sea stuff on this side. A city here in the desert, and perhaps another city up here by the mountain next to the plains with the river. They would expand out and take the sheep, possibly get so far as to get the salt and expand out enough to get the cattle, and as they expand north, that would 2 cities in there could effectively cover the entire region, which would be okay. We've still got salt, jade, and loads of stone, so we really want to get a city down in here too at some point. We've also got access to the resources of the horse. Yes, the horse is going to be important, so river access. These 2 probably clear this section out and put them right here. Put another city right there. That would get these 3, this 4 very quickly, and this 5th one very soon. And I need to know what's going on south of Washington. I need some boats in the water. I can't build them yet, but as soon as I am capable of building them, I need to start building them. Anyways, ladies and gents, we'll hit the button one last time and bring us up to turn 101, which will be, well, rumor is it that America has just declared war. They're invading the city-state that I'm supporting. I'm about to get a mission to go to war with the United States, I'm sure of it. I'll be very surprised if I don't get a mission now to attack the United States. But anyways, that is for the next video. This is turn 101. Anyways, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to click that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. And until next time, take care.